she's sliding backwards. There's a, if you go on the channel, it's not a video, it's the pictures, the short picture trip. But it's more or less pictures going over the same thing. So here's your CSX trades. Probably do turn this into a video. As you can notice, though, let's see if I can get to it real quick. I'm trying to learn my controls a little bit better. All right, that bright blue thing needs some weathering done to it. That is an SD70ACE unit. It is a mod that was done. And actually, maybe I can link it to you real quick. But this engine right here, the trucks are well done. And you can see the detail in it is awesome. But when you're zoomed out, because the paint is not exactly done in Photoshop just right, and this will be one of the engines, I mean, we haven't got to it yet, but it'll be one of the engines that I had to do a review on. Talking about too bright a paint and it not being done properly or textured over for it to mix in with all the other units. So it kind of needs like a weathering job like the other units, the other sides of them. The other ones are SD80s. And I don't think I have any SD60 is in there too. So let's do a quick run. Alright, get some sand going, and I'm going to get these controls out of you guys' way. There we go. Oh, there it goes. Just did a quick read on the fake turf. Apparently when fake turf was introduced early this year, homeowners associations was having a fit if a homeowner got fake turf installed. Since then, a bill has been passed that says HOA can't prevent a homeowner from installing turf. Yeah, that's been some of the biggest problems here, along with not watering. So it just sucks complete ass as far as I'm concerned, that the HOA just has that much power over certain things. So
your channel timed out.
Uh-oh, looks like my buddy timed out. Now, I actually really do enjoy this SD80Macs. I think it's an SD80Macs. It's unique engine style. And I can't wait until I get to do some reskinning later, because I want to put it in Union Pacific and I want to put it in some of the other liveries as well. Some of the future plans going on is to actually show everybody how to do a repaint and how to potentially how to do it properly, because I can just imagine how silly and stupid my first repaints are going to be and how ugly they are. But I take some engines that haven't been repainted yet and do some nice repaints with them, because this would be an awesome engine to have in Conrail Blue, and I think in UP, but try to get rid of the little red dots that, you know, is typical for a Conrail. Yeah, I think HOAs just stink butt completely, and I think in some cases they need to be applied and used, but in other cases I think they just they get in the way of the homeowners. I mean, there's a housing development in Arizona where my sister lives, and they don't have an HOA, and the whole neighborhood's gone to crap. So, and it's quite disappointing. It's because it's controlled by the city, so the city basically runs all the livery. So at certain points, wow, I'm actually lagging frame rate wise. Oh yeah, I'm down to 15. Eesh. So in some cases, HOAs I think need to be involved, and then in the other cases, it's like, get the hell out of town, because they're too restrictive and they really cause the home ownership problems. And I think in this case, when it comes to the grasses or the needs to save water, and this is one of those cases. Wow, I'm really tanking on my frame rates all of a sudden. But again, my opinion. So this SD80 is a really nice unit. Along with the SD60 is behind it. Okay, Trucker Son, you have a great one. Thanks for showing up and stopping by. You know, trucking will be at 3 p.m. tomorrow for sure, single player. Probably go pick up another dumbass load tomorrow.
So you can't back up, or can't move around, or can't do a U-turn, or can't drive.
Hey. I can do all that. I can do U-turns. I can drive. I can get from point A to point B.
You do terrible with a long nose.
Take care, Truckerson.
But then again, the long nose you were using, the videos, it didn't seem like it had the correct, I should say, physics, what it should.
No, the physics for it were kind of a little off. The steering ratios and all that stuff were kind of messed up as well.
I was watching you turn the steering wheel and I was thinking to myself, man, power steering.
Well, you got to remember I'm using the keyboard too, so it's going to be off.
Oh, still, I mean, in our Volvos in our yard, you can go right to left without any issue. Just swing the wheel one way and then swing the wheel the other way. It's not some slow process where you got overhand every single one.
Yeah, and something to do with the way they had the steering wheel set up for your truck too, so. Oh, by the way, this cab is amazing on the interior too. Most of the switches on the inside work very nicely. Most of the things function from the inside. This is more for your advanced running later on. It also worked really well for the $250 train simulator controller, which at some point I'd like to get, but it's something that I don't really need. And yes, I'm speeding and I don't care, because it's still, the back of the train is stuck in the back of the yard. This is one of those super trains.
Here's a little fun fact. I want you to tell me what class of material you're hauling in for tankers.
I'm imagining I'm carrying bunker oil. Actually, really, it's empties, because I'm headed back to the oil fields.
If it's empties, it's illegal.
Not with tank cars, especially if you're going straight out to oil fields.
No, it's illegal to have any vehicle improperly labeled. If it's empty, it's not hazardous.
Oh, well, they're not labeled.
They are.
They are not.
I saw it in one of your little views around.
Alright, hold on, let's go look. I have to pop up the other controls. Oh, by the way, that unit right here, this bright blue one, is actually another mod. Next to those two are mods, and I think this unit, yeah, this unit right here is the 6,000 horsepower series, the gray one. So, yeah, I keep forgetting the mouse is not there, but the one I hover over is a 6,000 power horse one. You'll see it as it hangs over the backside a little bit more. And then the gray back one is the standard CSX. It's about a 4,400 horsepower one. All right, moving on to the cars, because I remember your question from earlier. Aha!
Not really a question, it's a fun fact.
Good. No, it's just labeled flammable.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Now, the thing is, you can legally label them flammable if there is residue left inside the tank cars.
It's called residue less contained.
But the railroad...
It's not labeled flammable, it's labeled dangerous.
Even if it's flammable?
even if it's flammable, because just residue less contained.
Oh my lord!
Trust. DOT is kind of jumping on this thing.
Well, for imaginary sakes, it's filled with oil.
Now, when we're talking about hazardous materials, the stuff that gets more interesting is class 6.1, which is inhalation hazards.
But Kersey says this guy likes to argue with you. Yeah, but I don't mind. I love a good challenge, although I could still rule out and say, yes, it's still imaginary. I mean, it's some good knowledge, too, because he has more knowledge in a lot of things that I don't have knowledge in at all. So he can bring some stuff to the table that I just can't. I'll notice my ridership has just dropped off at like 6. I guess people can only handle so much trains, I guess.
Well, in hazardous material discussion.
Yeah, that too. I know, trains is not 100% popular all the time, so I mean, there's only a select few, but I'm lagging too. My frame rates have just dumped. And obviously I don't have enough power for the horseshoe curve.
My favorite is food product that's also 6.1.
6.1? What? Okay, I lost you there.
Hazard class 6.1, inhalation hazard toxic.
Isn't that like flour?
No, caffeine.
Oh, jeez.
It's a poison.
Oh, so is chlorine, and we drink that too.
Actually, chlorine, when it's shipped, may be counted as an oxidizer.
Really? I did not know that.
It may be. I don't know offhand. I'd have to know its user classification.
So you're getting your CSX there, Kersey. Are you happy? Giving you the biggest and the best I just happen to have laying around. Okay, I think EMD is like the best. See, I don't know much about hazardous waste stuff. I just kind of imagine up the trains and just go, okay, well, this is going to be the way it is. You know, like this train was actually the reason I kind of created this one was because of using it coming out of the oil fields out of North Dakota and South Dakota coming into the East Coast refineries. So it would actually go the opposite direction we're going right now because it's a heavy. So you would see the oil coming across the horseshoe curve going the opposite way. I've seen some trains, some pictures of trains that are similar to this, and that's when I learned for the first time that they're actually sticking cement hoppers in between the engines and so forth to prevent sparking. Because before, if you look at some of the Southern Pacific trains that used to be the oil trains coming out of Texas and so forth, they wouldn't even have separation cars in between them. Plus, this train I kind of put together as well as being a heavy haul demonstrator because it's got some of the most powerful diesels that are on the main lines today. SD60 wide cab, safety cab, which was one of the most fuel efficient and powerful units at the time. I mean, you got the SD80, which is pretty much designed for CSX primarily, which is somewhere around 5,000 to 6,000 horsepower. And then you got the SD70ACEs, which is around 5,000 to 6,000, depending on the variant that's running. But the ACE unit's Caterpillar design. And one of the things in this game that's hard to come up with and put together is a heavy haul freight that has a tendency of bogging down your engines. And even with these engines here, I mean, let's see if I can get a shot. Oops. Let's see, am I in place? I'm not moving. Okay. So we're going to watch the train go by, and I think I have middle units on this train. Or do I only have end units? But this is literally a 1.25 mile long train. And who knows, this could be something else other than oil, actually. But the cars on this one are also they're also a mod. So a couple of the engines are a mod on the front and the rear. The tank cars are actually a mod. Stuff that I'll get into later. And actually really well put together mod. I haven't figured out how to deal with the mods for the cars yet, so it's you know, still coming together. Like my Twitch, which I only spend about 2 hours working on. It seems like every weekend.
If you ever get curious about what kind of material those cars are modeled after, on the hazardous sticker it'd have 4 numbers.
No,
type in UN, those 4 numbers, and Google, and it'll pop up what chemical it is.
Well, how about this? We'll take a look here in a second after the train passes. That's probably something stupid. Oh, I'm having problems with... Wow, I'm already going to 100% power. This would not make it up Donner Pass. Because Donner Pass has a 2% or 2.9% grade coming out of Roseville. And there's no way it would. I'd have to add more engines towards the middle. I'm still losing speed. Well, that's why I built this train anyways. There was a YouTube video that I saw maybe a couple months back of a Conrail train going up the HorseShoe Curve that actually had a derailed bogie, meaning the wheel underneath the car. And it was just dragging, and it was one of the viewers or rail fans that were out there watching the train that actually flagged down the engineers to tell them it was dragging. But it was quite interesting, and they were kind of struggling just like this was. I think I only have Unidex rail cars on this too. But you know, it's kind of funny because talking about fantasy trains, I put together a fantasy train before I even thought about recording or anything. It's a whole bunch of different it's like 4 Amtrak cars, passenger cars, and then I also got the rest of the train being about 1.5 miles long and nothing but 50-foot sections of pipe. And I said, well, it was leaving San Diego, and it had to unload in San Diego because the ship had mechanical problems, but the piping was going to North Dakota to go help with the Keystone line in my head, and that the passenger cars at the front of the train were for sleeping quarters for the crews that were working out on the pipeline where they were going to be unloading the pipes, and that they purchased those Amtrak cars used to do that. So I have a wonderful creative imagination, and as you can tell, this thing's taking forever to go.
It's probably struggling because you got all that liquid behind you.
Oh yeah. You know, one of the downsides and one of the things I don't like about Train Simulator is that they don't tell you what really your horsepower rating to pooling is per your engine when you go to set up your cars. They tell you what the weight of the train is, they tell you what the length of the train is, but they don't tell you how much power that those engines that you're putting on them can take. And they don't tell you, well, how much power, or tell you how much power you need to pull this train. And in some cases, the railroad actually does this, but they guesstimate. And I guesstimated with this too. But I like an engine or a train set that's going to struggle up the hill, where you have to get it close to 100% to keep it at speed, you know. Where if you stop, you're not going to get it started again without helper service. But then again, that's kind of like just driving truck on a regular day. There you go. There's your 6,000 horsepower engine. Struggling a way to push her up the hill. Those are GE units, by the way.
Then all of a sudden hear an engine blow out, whole thing stops.
Except I don't like my frame rates. It just, yeah. There's a video of that actually from the Tehachapi Loop where an engine actually blew out like that. Alright, let's go up here. I'll take the controls back out in a second. Yes. Okay, 1075.
You, sir, are hauling flammable gas.
Gasoline, huh?
No, flammable gas.
What's flammable gas?
It's like a vapor.
So that means potentially propane. There's HorseShoe Curve.
Butane, butylene, isobutene, propane. One of those.
Gotcha. Even though when they ship that stuff, it's really all liquid generally, because it's easier to ship as a liquid form than a gas form.
Well, that's just its hazardous classification. It could be liquid, but it just means it's a flammable vapor.
Wave to everybody. Would you mind going up and bugging Yamato and all of them and figuring out what's going on with Guns of Icarus?
Sure, now that they're all logged in now, because they weren't there just 5 minutes ago.
Buddy left your channel.
So there you go. Drop the controls back out. No, I like I said earlier, I enjoy making trains that are complicated and enjoy playing around with stuff and figuring out how everything works. I like something that struggles and everything. Kersey, is this CSX train helping solve your need for CSX? Or would you like more?
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Okay, I'm being invaded now.
Oh no, it's just me. I'm just stopping by to say hi, and we did our skirmishes against another clan tonight. Won all 3.
Awesome. Awesome.
We only lost 3 ships in the first and the third, and then we lost like 5 ships in the second.
Oh, so is it
really good?
The second was just kind of we're testing strats.
Yeah, and it didn't work out. We still pulled a win, but that strat did not work very well.
Gotcha. Kersey, it doesn't matter. I see. Hey, guys, introduce yourself to the group of 9 people that are watching.
I'm Johnston, one of the commanders and leaders of FOG. Hello, everyone.
I'm Issei, the executive.
Now, again, as I always do in every single stream, if you guys play World of Warships and you enjoy it, we have an open community. Just let me know, and I'll try to get you together with one of the recruitment officers and get you a TeamSpeak information. Gotta put a plug in there every time. Trying to help out Grossby and all them guys.
Also, we play different games, so if you like play Civilization and other games, we also do a lot of other ones. Not just World of Warships.
Cars Against Humanity.
There you go.
Are these the 70ACEs?
No, these are the SD80Macs on the front. Then they got the SD70ACE in the back. It's a weird color because it's a mod that was bad painted. And then the next second unit on there is the SD60s, the white cap version, the safety cap, late model. And we're headed up HorseShoe Curve.
Yeah, now that I see like the radiators on the back, I see this 80. It look like a 70 from the front.
It looks close. If you look at the front of it, it actually looks like an SD60, right? So, well, SD60, what the heck is that? SD.
There's only very slight variations between the two, but yeah.
Yeah, what's that UP unit that has that same front to it? I can't remember because the SD70ACE's got the weird notch nose. I have that mod too, and I just can't remember right off my hand. But then it's what distinguishes the 80 is that the extra long cowl and that notch right in the back of the engine. And I've only seen CSX use the SD80s, but I want to do it in different paint schemes. So look, we're coming up HorseShoe Curve. Take a look. Wave to the fans. The only problem is my frame rate just dropped out and died.
Norfolk Southern had taken a delivery of 12, but other than that, I'm only seeing CSX.
Wow. Well, that means I'm going to have to make some fictitious paint jobs. I'm going to make one in Lehigh Valley.
And I think only UP took the 90s.
That's correct. And then they sold them off to another company. Remember that video I linked you that one time that showed all the SD90s being like hauled off to another company?
Yeah. I remember seeing some SD90s at the coal yard near my house.
Oh, wow.
That's where my dad worked, and he would always take me down there to like look at the 4400s and 6000s.
Well, the 6000s are only 2 years old, aren't they? Maybe you can look it up since you're right there. I was just showing South Dakota for the first time the 6000s. And by the way, guys, these two other individuals are lovely guests every now and then too, as well. I've had some awesome support from my wonderful community and friends, and doing these streams. So somehow I always end up with somebody here on Saturday, even though I'm thinking I'm going to be alone.
The 6000s are surprisingly old. 95 to 2001 was the build date.
Wow.
Yeah. 'Cause I know I've seen them 5 or so years ago, and my buddy's dad is an engineer for CSX, and he used to get me like all kinds of calendars that had featured the 6000s, and those are dated in like 98 and such.
Yeah, I'm going to pop up and show you how big this train is. See, this train is so big, I can't even get it in one shot. I mean, it's big. Oh, there's the back of the train now. Yeah, I haven't played much with the 6000. I got the 6000 on the back. Let me show you, you say. So I got the 6000 and I got an ECA or EC or whatever, the 44A and C, something like that. The gray one. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Well, what are we doing with Guns of Icarus?
I don't know. I never played the game before.
I never played either.
I would recommend both of you do the tutorial first, because I'm right now finding it extremely hard to learn how to fly this stupid thing. Like, I can do every other position except right now piloting.
Well, I don't want to fly, so.
Yeah, I don't want to fly either.
Alright, it's not going to be me, so someone else has to learn how to fly here.
What? Your motto is taken?
By the way, all you new users that came in the room, introduce yourselves to the group that's watching.
Hey, I'm Montana. I was on here at least once before, if anybody remembers me.
I myself am Ham Spec.
Yes. And by the way, guys, remember to go down and support my friends. Hamspec is a new Twitcher as well as Rothgard, who has been around for quite a long time, but he hasn't done some major twitching for a while. So please, I got their link down below to their channel. Please go see them as well as go and see Fallen Angel. I will get a link down to his channel pretty soon. And I will also get, there's another gentleman that I was talking to, and I can't remember his name right now. I think, forgetting somebody.
Jimbo?
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to remember. And then, who just got in? And introduce yourselves.
Hi, this is Matt.
Don't worry, dude. You just introduce
SMH.
Oh my god, what is this shit?
I'm going to start keeping probably a list of like names on the side that I keep needing to remember to tell. Oh, Lasher's the other one, and there's some other guy. I need puke. Yeah, South Dakota. Jim dude there.
Jimbo, right neck.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw him in the TS. I was wondering who that was.
Oh, there's a flamethrower in this game?
Yeah. And a couple of the sponson guns and all that stuff.
Do I just hit the machine to like heal it or whatever?
I think it's like kind of like Team Fortress, where you just slap it and you hit it, and it repairs it.
So, question: do I have to go like somewhere and like sign up for this?
For Guns of Icarus,
Yeah,
you have to buy it.
$10.
I've already bought it.
Yeah, you say I sent you a I sent you a free one.
So, how do I join one of you?
Just go to the tutorial first, Maccabee. Best tutorial.
We're gonna just to let everybody know, once we get to our destination, which will be in about it says 16:32 and it's 16:19 right now on the clock in the my train thing, which means about 13 minutes until we reach our destination. Once we reach the destination, I'm going to take about probably a 15 or 20-minute break, hopefully less, so we can organize Guns of Icarus, so you guys can watch that if you'd like to stick around. If not, I mean, I'm glad you guys stuck around with me thus far, and we're going in the extension period for what I had planned for this evening, a little bit shorter than everything else. So again, and if your guys happen to have Guns of Icarus and want to join us, I don't know how we're going to group that up yet, but we could potentially try to do something along that line as well. Bring you guys into the fold.
So am I doing just basic or all of the things?
I would recommend doing basic and then all of them. The bottom three, it'll help. Like, and I'm not piloting. This is the toughest crap I've ever done in my life. You think I'm joking? Well, it's hard to drive a truck, or it's easier to drive a truck than this. And I can say that from experience.
Well, you should learn to drive a heavy train then.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Sorry I talked over you, Sal.
I was gonna say, driving the truck is easy. It's like driving your car, except for I have to repair the engines with the photo.
Yeah, but South Dakota, would you believe that Johnston, out of all of us, could really drive a truck and he can back it in from the cab?
Just right, Bob.
Yep, he's good.
Yamato can vouch.
What do you mean, in the game?
Yeah, he can actually do it.
It's easy.
I know it is.
But he did it first try.
Yeah, and he's never driven.
Well, first try, that is pretty impressive, but...
What is a good push the talk button for this game?
I would say mouse button, like a side mouse button if you have one.
I don't have a side mouse button.
I always use caps lock, so...
Right alt has been proving very good.
That's awkward.
I really am going to have to get a list of people I got to remember to thank and add and all that junk.
Just you guys know, don't expect me to be on the game tonight because it'll probably take me a day to download it.
How do I go
with my crappy internet.
Oh.
It's a really small game.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
forward?
2 gigabytes. It's like at least.
Are you
4
doing
hours.
the pilot? The pilot one? R. And you'll see the thing on the right hand side. It'll go up to full.
Piloting is hard.
Oh my god, that's why I don't want to do it.
Let me see if I can get that link for you, by the way, Kersey.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
I made it move and I have no idea what to do.
How do I change the sound?
Audio option?
The room is going to get quite busy. Wow, I'm going to actually have to restart my box, I think, after all this.
Do I shoot the balloon or do I shoot the cab?
It's one or the other. Depends on.
On an early morning in June.
How do I
Find
change
ourselves
altitude?
watching the CSX
W and
Just
S.
don't, if you're in the
W
basic,
is-
don't worry about it yet.
There you
W
go.
is the rise.
Alright, I'm not doing pilot. I'm saying that right now, I'm not doing pilot.
I'll do pilot.
there you go, Kersey. That is the link to that CSX photo series. I have 2 series that I'm doing on my own that's outside of Twitch. One is the short photo series. Basically, there's an explanation of it in there. Also, there's an explanation episode on YouTube for both the engineers. I call it the engineers cab. One does pictures of stuff that I've taken over the last 2 years. The other one is brand new, which covers basically all the engines and all the repaint mods. And I do a kind of like a 5-minute episode, close in depth on each repaint. And I'm just working through the first season. A season comprises of one engine, like the RS11 right now is the focus of the first season, just kind of as a test season before I get into the big stuff. So, and then this picture series is just kind of music and a little bit of imagination and what I created while I was doing it.
I can see where this can get very hectic very quickly. I'm only in the tutorial.
Now, well, wait till we're fighting each other. Can you imagine what the words are going to be like?
Like right now, I'm actually going into like a regular game, or I mean a novice game, so that I can practice against other people that are brand new to the game. And I'm gonna try out as an arms specialist.
Can I fall off the ship?
Yes, you can.
I didn't know you could. I couldn't fall off of it.
I may have managed to fall off already.
Surprising move.
Don't worry, I landed on feet.
So what's the point of the basic tutorial? I haven't figured that out yet.
It's very basic. What did I just hit?
The ground.
No, I kind of screwed with the movement. Oh, that's a thing. I'm gonna shoot the thing. How do I shoot the thing?
You're asking the wrong people, because I haven't even played it yet for more than an hour, I think, and I haven't even done anything. I was doing it over at a friend's house.
No, the thing's going away.
No, by the way, we broke 12 viewers today because of the help of like a few people. Fallen Angel had suggested some people to come over and see me, and Lasher was suggested. But the Twitter thing is really working nice. I met some wonderful viewers too. I mean, I watched Lasher earlier. I tried to get the Fallen Angel earlier. Wasn't able to get there. You guys, I'll be putting Lashers and Fallen Angels in there, and everybody else as I figure everything out. So you guys are gonna have to go over and follow his. Everybody's just starting. It's a wonderful little community that's on Twitch that's starting to help out. Are you still watching this, Issei?
No, I'm doing this tutorial, man.
Gotcha.
So to repair stuff, you hit it with a hammer.
You remember how
Or
you
wrench.
remember how you used to do repairs or upgrades on your turret for Team Fortress?
Never played Team Fortress.
Oh.
So what are the classes? Is it only engineer, gunner, and captain? Or pilot?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute you guys because I actually have to listen to them in game. So I'll be right back.
Oh, we're getting muted.
Not muted. Yeah.
He just doesn't want to hear you.
I know. Definitely got. You know, I think the frame rates have dropped out because of the pixelization of the smoke. It's always the smoke. Because I haven't seen anybody talk in chat lately. Is anybody still alive out there? Or are you guys falling asleep watching this train climb the opposite direction?
did it. Movements are so wonky.
Oh, by the way, Fifth Rain and Ninja Pac-Man / Graph Spray will be here in a little while. They just ran a little late. They were doing some stuff.
Have a full house.
Yay, Cruisy! I hope this is kind of entertaining. It's more or less just watching trains run back and forth. I think next Saturday we'll get more into the switching stuff and those missions. Since you wanted CSX, you wanted diesel, I gave you the big and the bad Cruisy.
Oh my god. Everything's on fire.
Don't listen to them. Nothing's on fire. The engines are just fine. They're not billowing smoke at all.
A little bit of smoke.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, fire, fire.
Kersey says, I didn't know it would be this long of a train. Yeah, it is. I built this one. So this is one of my quick drive trains, and it's quite awesome. Now, this is actually a short, if you meant by short run, you know, this is how I put weight and test for my engines. You know, I don't like to have full 100% power unless that train is struggling up, and as you can tell, it's struggling up this hill. So I built this one specific, and I already know if I ever take it onto any of the other routes like Donner Pass or I can never say it, Marina's Pass, I'll have to add a Marianas, thank you, Marianas Pass, and I'll have to add more engines like mid-train helpers. But the hope is I'll be able to like set up a scenario base, a custom scenario base where I actually hook those helpers up. I mean, if you think about it, we got nearly 10,000 horsepower on the back of this train. On the front of this train, I think we're sporting near 24. Hold on. About 30,000 horsepower on the front of this train in tractive effort. So in total, there's 40,000 pounds of tractive effort in total between all the engines. But I mean, I love the sound of EMDs at full power. It just, oh yeah. Even
I completed the tutorials.
For whatever reason, it won't let me finish the tutorial.
Which one?
The basic one. I'm just sitting here.
What does it tell you to do?
Oh wait, never mind. It's just ridiculous amount of shooting.
Oh yeah, just keep shooting.
I thought I was doing something wrong.
Wait, what are you aiming at? The balloon or the cab?
The what cab?
Like the thing you're sitting on.
The blue thingy.
Don't
Nope.
aim for the balloon. Aim
Nope.
for the.
Now we're only about
Actual
5 minutes
I'm
away from
shooting
the
it,
end of
it
the
just took
destination.
No.
Just a bit of a reminder, it'll be
Yeah, no, it takes a
about
while
10,
to shoot
15,
these
maybe 20 minutes at tops, I hope, of a break. I'm going to restart the machine,
There,
and I'm
I'm
going to
finished with
hopefully
the
do
pilot.
at least a quick tutorial.
Right, Mac,
Maybe
we
I
do
might
pilot
know.
training.
Maybe
Do
I'll
we
do
do
the
the pilot?
tutorial live. But
Because I
we're
refuse
going to
to.
try to get in to do
Doing
some
Gunner
gun.
Road viewers.
My viewers.
My bad. Apologies.
No problem.
Great job, Yamato.
A little bit okay, a little bit okay, not a lot. That includes you, Issei. Otherwise, hold on. Somebody kick him just for the hell of it.
Oh,
Where's that hotkey?
Yeah, where's the hot red key?
User was kicked out of your channel.
Oh no.
Don't
No.
worry, guys. We just
No.
happened to kick him just for the fun of it.
Was moved to your channel.
Wrong hotkey.
Who'd you kick?
User in your channel was kicked from the server.
There we go.
Who'd
There
you,
you go.
who'd you kick before that, though?
Same guy.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't do it fast enough because I was trying to type something in.
No, it's not a big deal, Yamamoto. It's just too extensive. But thank you.
My bad.
No, that's all right. I don't have that rating on my channel. At some point, I'm probably going to actually create a banner text that says, okay, this episode may be not for everybody. It's like, okay, when we're like trucking.
Yeah. Like, there's too many of us. It's always the thing.
Kersey goes, by the way, the tracks where I live are Norfolk and Southern. Yeah, I enjoy Norfolk and Southern engines too. I thought they actually, Norfolk and Southern does own a short horseshoe curve. That's right. But I do enjoy their paint schemes quite a bit too, and I actually like them as well. All right, we are about 3 minutes away from the destination. Once we go through the tunnel and come out the other side, we will be at our destination at Galitzin. And as I mostly start my episodes, I go, this is a crew change coming up. And I'll probably end it this way with a crew change and the imagination of people getting off the engine at the destination. It's just a great way to start and end, especially since a lot of people don't understand how massive these maps are. I mean, like Donner Pass, it literally takes 7 hours of driving across it. And then Marina's Pass literally takes like 3 or 4 hours. Did he say come back yet?
No, I stand up in his room.
Oh, bring his butt back down here.
User was moved to your channel.
Welcome back, Issei.
I cannot figure out where it wants me to go in this tutorial.
Look around, there should be an arrow, and like it should highlight where it wants you to go.
Well, for the pilot's thing, there's literally not. And I'm holding down M, and it says follow the on-screen instructions. There's no on-screen instructions at this moment in time.
No, because I'm bored, I will do the pilot training.
Let's see if we get a good shot of the engines entering the tunnel, and then I'll monitor it and then see if we can pop out the other side. And then we're there. Now remember, when you're just like any other simulation, don't drop your engine speed down until you get over the hump. Make sure the forward part of your train is already starting to pull downhill on the other side.
User joined your channel.
Yo.
Hey, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, it's Church. Apparently.
Yeah. Are you joining us for Guns of Icarus as well?
No, I was gonna tell people to go put the alien work code in again because it works again. Free day of premium and flags. I just did it.
Nice. Kersey goes, what state is these tracks in? This is Pennsylvania. The Horseshoe Curve is based out of Pennsylvania, between Altoona and Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It's the famed Horseshoe Curve. Okay, let's go over there on the other side and
User left your channel.
Oh, pilot's actually not that bad.
see it coming out.
Yeah, until you fly through a dust storm.
Wow, all that noise. Oh, you can hear it echoing. Alright. We're gonna sit over here, set up a nice shot, waiting for the train to come out. Like we're the crew. See what happens.
I mean, I'm just flying around trying to figure out where it wants me to go.
You're going in circles, dude. Look at that. You can see the light of the train actually coming up the tunnel. And this is one of those rare occasions where the engine actually does really, really well for coming through. Look at that. Somebody just kind of appeared here. Must be my crewmate. And notice our speed, it's actually kind of dwindling off still. It's still struggling to get through the upper end grade. Looks like we got a wonderful female patron here. Just kind of spawned in waiting for it. Saying goodbye to her hubby. You know, one of the things you notice about a horseshoe curve route, it's all set back in the 50s. You got, you know, Studebakers, Chevys, all that stuff. So it's kind of set for the old age and the steam era. I've been thinking about trying to do a modernization of it later in the future. Wow, that is pretty as it comes through the tunnel. I've never seen it light up like that before. That's a first. I really do like this DLC engine. Again, the SD80Macs. The sound is ricocheting just nicely. Everything's coming through. Nice.
How am I supposed to notify crew members?
You're supposed to use push the talk.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, sorry.
That's alright. No, it's alright. The slip's no problem. Just overboard. 2-3 times, it's okay. 4 or 5 times, it's okay. Just be like,
no, I'll try to make sure I don't.
It's okay. Yeah, we're gonna cut throttle because we're supposed to stop here, and hopefully the momentum of the train will stop us. Put some on dynamics.
I don't understand the pilot skills.
Because it doesn't explain it to you until you get to the second location it wants you to go to.
No, dude, even in the second location, I just finished the pilot.
Where did you find the second location?
See,
Look around the map, dude.
the dynamic braking and the little
Like
bit of
it's
air braking is working great.
The white box.
And then we
I
also
already
got
flew
the
through
weight
one
of the
white
train.
box. I can't find the
that's
second
pulling
white
it down
box.
the backside.
Look around, dude.
Should
There's
be
like a
an
white
easy
arrow
or a hard stop.
I do not have
brake.
a white arrow.
Hold it, Rick, you. That's all I
User
can say.
joined your channel.
And there we go. User, introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Admiral Graf Spee.
Your lovely, chirpy breakfast
This is the
companion.
Gref's Bay.
No one likes you.
So yay, well done. We have reached our quick drive scenario ending, and this is where we're going to end the stream for the time being. I'm going to be away for about 15 minutes trying to get everybody organized. Or maybe I'll kick that responsibility over to the leader.